on this episode of the Ghostie Bois. Did something open it for us? Seriously?
No, I don't.
Shut up and sit down.
I'm Jinx Cat, a conspiracy YouTuber and paranormal investigator. Join me as I follow the adventures of a paranormal research team made up entirely of kids and their moms.
My name is Heather and I'm a Ghostie Boy.
I'm a leading investigator of Ghostie Bois.
My name is Ty and I'm a Ghostie Boy.
My name's Maria and I'm a Ghostie Boy. I believe in ghosts.
Welcome to Ghostie Bois. The Jacob Zimmerman house, Portland, Oregon. We arrived at the Zimmerman house excited to get started. First, we explored the outer grounds, which are now currently a public park. The house is open one time a month for inside tours. The house is filled with artifacts from the original owners. The owners' clothes and shoes still reside in the same bedroom. The Zimmermans were one of the 5 founding pioneer families of Fairview, Oregon. Jacob and Lena's son, George Henry, who lived from 1852 to 1915, was born on this land. Sometime during the period between 1857 and 1869, Jacob traded this farm for a larger farm nearby and continued farming until 1868, at which time he moved to Portland and worked at the Oregon Iron Works Company. In December 1869, Jacob purchased the Robert P. Wilmot donation land claim and moved on to the farm site in 1870. The family lived in a log cabin until the original farmhouse was built in 1874 by James S. Love. Jacob continued the farm until renting the farm to his son, George, in 1881. In 1911, George, Jesse, and the youngest daughter, Isabel, cruised from San Francisco to Hawaii aboard the SS Sierra. Tragically, in 1914, Mabel June Zimmerman, the third daughter, would die at the age of 23, and in 1915, George would pass away at the age of 63. The last to live in the Grand Home, Isabella graduated from the University of Oregon with a degree teaching math and science in 1921. She followed her sisters Olive and Mabel, who both graduated from the University of Oregon in 1913. Isabel taught science at Franklin High School in Portland from 1930 to 1960. Never marrying, Isabel continued to live in the family house until her death in 1992 at the age of 93.
Zimmerman house.
They lived in that house for over 100 years.
We arrive at the house while there's still plenty of light.
Like behind the house?
No.
It's a crate. Really big behind it. No, it's a crate.
The house and grounds are gorgeous. There are no tours today, so we're alone on the grounds.
Cows in the field.
You're seeing cows in the field? This used to be a farm.
I'm seeing cows. Like right where I'm at. Stand right here. You can really feel it. I'm like literally tingling all over.
We make our way towards the front porch. Madison and Ty have already investigated it. They are now looking at the side porch, near a door to a mudroom. What area are you seeing the dog?
Right in front of the door, but you see where the concrete steps are?
She points out where she's seen the dog. The camera picks up a shadow we're unable to see with the naked eye. In the same spot, Heather says a dog is.
Dog's right here.
Yes?
The dog's right there.
So there's a shadow starting on my phone, right there, like a dark spot.
There's your shadow right here.
I know. And you're standing where the shadow on my phone is showing up, but there's nothing there in person. Suddenly, Heather sees a dark shape moving past the window inside.
Like something went like really quickly.
She fills me in on the interior shadow. I record through the window and there are odd light fluctuations. Through the one uncovered window, there's a sudden light change in the room. I follow Heather and Maria to the side mudroom that Ty and Madison were exploring earlier.
Some of the doors this one's open.
We are shocked to find the door is open, but not as shocked as we will be. How is it open?
I don't know.
They lock it. They close all of this down.
I don't know.
This room is closed up except for tours, and the next tour isn't until March 17th. This cat, I've been over here, this is always locked up. Did something open it for us? Seriously.
No, I don't.
Heather sees a shadow move past the porch. The camera captures some extreme light fluctuation.
We better get out of here.
Madison and Tyler come join us, and they are shocked at the room. This door is open, you guys.
We
It's supposed
tried
to be
just
locked
came
up.
here.
And was it locked?
Yeah, we couldn't get in.
Wait, say that again. You came over to this room and it was
Yeah, me and
locked?
Ty came in here and we couldn't get in. It was locked.
Really? This
This
room
was
is
the
locked?
first spot that we
Nobody's
came
been
to.
here though. We just walked up.
And we saw something moving inside.
We're about to cross over into Mandela Effect territory.
You know how they used to have the
What if you
creek?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone now.
The creek is gone?
They replaced it with train tracks.
Like,
Oh. No, they couldn't replace it with train tracks, Ty.
Well, it's gone now.
But there's always been a creek behind this house. So are they old train tracks?
Yeah, because they have a lot of rust.
There was no train tracks back there before. It was all
There are train
Creek.
tracks now.
Yeah.
As an online alternative journalist, I suddenly realized that we are experiencing something significant. This is a real-time personal Mandela effect that multiple generations are seeing. You remember it being creek, right?
Look back there.
Those
There's
train tracks weren't there before.
I know.
I'm stuck on this. But we came here like a year ago. We reminisce about our missing reality.
I remember there being a creek though because I remember picking off the like apple tree thingy.
And like most strong Mandela effects, it makes us a little sad.
And now there's old train tracks, and it looks like the creek was never there because it doesn't have like, you know, like a ditch.
Heather calls us back to the mudroom to explore its very old contents.
this is old-time medicine.
Slowly, the sobering reality of the unlocked door really begins to register with Madison.
The door was unlocked?
Yes.
Like it was open?
Yes!
Yeah.
We didn't open the door.
No, you guys couldn't get in, right?
Yeah.
I
Nope,
went
it's
over here
unlocked now.
and it was like...
It opened for Heather. Is it just me, or does Madison seem a little spooked? Yeah, everything in here is artifacts from the original house, you guys. When Isabel died, she left all of this stuff here. So all of these medicines and stuff belong to the families. 1865. This jar was made in 1865.
Look, this has all of the milligrams on there. That's a Mr. Clean bottle.
Mr. Clean has been around for a really long time.
Did you touch the door?
No.
Because it just did this.
I heard that. How is that door open, you guys?
It has a lock on it.
I know. It has a lock on
I
it.
know! Tyler decides to try a ghost hunting phone trick the kids learned from Shane Dawson videos.
Basically, he like got Snapchat on and then he went to a face filter. A lot of people have done it too, and it will like pick up things that are supposedly ghosts and stuff.
Well, catch it and then give it to me. We follow Maria down the steps to the side gardens. Is that Isabel?
Yes.
That's Mabel and Olive Zimmerman.
Maria finds some benefactor bricks.
There's maybe one thing.
There are names on here. What do you think they are?
Who either?
To our
But don't
favorite
stop on the
man,
name.
Jim Walkman, our loving family.
We read names until we reach the backyard and are without warning reminded once again of our lost creek. Oh my god, there is a railroad track. That used to be water.
And then it's old because it has rust and everything on it.
Okay, I understand, but they reuse old train tracks.
But that means they would have had to put it in, and there's been no construction here.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, you guys. Did you guys notice that there's snow and it's only around the house?
Yeah, that's
and
what
there's
we
a
were talking about. It's only right here. It might be because of the shade, but like,
It's probably because of the shade.
yeah.
I heard a thud from the house.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Ooh. We're getting watched from the porch.
Oh. Right when Heather says we're being watched from the porch, a little orb appears and disappears. If you missed it, here's another little orb. Nobody's opened this store in a really long time. Heather is sensing more information about the land.
But there was a barn. There was a barn here.
Notice the odd light anomaly. It only appears in one frame when Heather mentions the barn.
But there was a barn.
A large light fluctuation shows up on camera just before we see a little orb zoom off to the left.
Here, yeah, I don't hear the pigs. I felt the cows.
But I'm not sure if it's pigs or if it's just something else I'm picking up.
A little orb pops its head out to visit for 2 frames. The camera picks up an audio anomaly at the same time. Light flare or something walking across the camera. The jury's still out.
Look, guys, the tree fell on the barn. It just missed the house.
Heather informs us as we walk that the energy she believes is Isabel Zimmerman is happy to have us.
They don't mind the kids.
She states the woman had no children of her own. It's only later, during editing and research, that I realize Isabel was in fact single and worked as a school teacher. We try for some EVPs in our favorite room.
Is this the owner of the house? I think your property is amazingly gorgeous.
We suddenly see a woman walking towards the house. Thinking she works for the Historical Society, we decide to greet her. Instead, it turns out she has also felt a pull from the old place.
You know, I mean, if you have what they call sensitivity, which a lot of us have it, not everybody does or believes in it, but when you have some sensitivity, you're drawn to those things will pull you in. The thing that pulled me in the most was these pear trees, so you'll probably not see anything like it again.
We tell our new friend about the unlocked door.
Yeah, that really scared the kids because they went up and tried it, and we went back and it opened just fine.
This poetry, you should read that. It tells you a lot. It could probably tell you a lot about what went on with the weddings and the people. You know, when I read it, the wedding poems, there was 3 of them. And that was a special day for one of the ladies. I don't know which one.
We explain what we're filming.
We're a group of moms and kids who ghost hunt. So we're called the Ghostie Bois.
And she offers to take a team photo, the perfect way to end the afternoon.
We're the Ghostie Bois!
We thank the woman for her time and pack up while the day is still bright, reminding anything that we met along the way that it is not allowed to follow us home. On the next episode of Ghostie Bois.